Hi, everybody. This is Angel Arts, and today I am so excited to announce the final roster for my next tabletop campaign, the Mass Effect Season 2 campaign. Now, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, or if you kind of have an idea what I'm talking about, but you need to be spun up and up to date in what's been going on, essentially for the last couple of months, I'm gonna put a link up on the upper right hand corner to the whole audition process playlist so you can get yourself all caught up to now. So before I continue on, I always have to say how horrendously difficult this decision is. It's difficult every single year. This one in particular is no different. Because this year I am trying to have a tighter cast, and by tighter I mean have a cast of 4 instead of a cast of 5. And the reason being is that when I do tabletop campaigns, 4 for me personally has always been an ideal number when it comes to these campaigns. Just because, I think it's just enough, the size is just enough so that the cast isn't super big. When characters need to be separated slightly, they can at least be paired. 4 is a nice even number. However, even though I went into the last several campaigns aiming for 4 people, I always end up wanting to just add one more spot, just because it's been so excruciatingly difficult to only choose 4 people. And so that's why historically in the past I've ended up with pretty much 5 players. If you remember, the very first tabletop campaign I ever recorded and posted on my channel was a party of 4 for the Dragon Age tabletop campaign. So 5 sort of went outside of the ideal. So this year I wanted to force myself to pull back a little and go with a team of 4, mostly because I think that will provide a tighter cast, a tighter story, and it'll be much easier to focus on each of the characters just because there's less people. It's easier to focus on a group of 4 as opposed to a group of 5. That's not to say that I will always only be having a party of 4 from here on out. I've just wanted to make it a point to do so this year. So because I don't have that extra slot that I've, sort of talked myself into giving away each time, as you can imagine, the selection process this year is a lot more difficult. So I just wanted to once again say thank you so much to everyone who had auditioned, whether you made it this far or not. Please don't be discouraged if you didn't end up getting this far, or if you didn't end up in the final roster. Again, it's not because I didn't like you. It's not because I thought you would be a bad person to play with. I have to draw the line somewhere. I have to cap it at some point. And I believe that for almost all of you, whether it's through your audition or through your interview, I believe I've given all of you some specific constructive criticism, many of which I wrote down in the comments section for your auditions. And some constructive feedback that I personally felt might help you improve yourself and do slightly better the next go around, because I know that there are people who had auditioned and got in after multiple tries, and those of you who have done multiple tries and still haven't gotten in yet. So those people especially who I felt have tried multiple times and still haven't gotten in, I tried to make it a point to specifically give you guys some constructive criticism that I think would help. If you don't think that I have given you constructive criticism, if you don't think I've given you some things that I felt personally that might help you improve, please don't hesitate to PM me. Please don't hesitate to directly ask me, and I will tell you. I will gladly tell you what I think, what you could do, in my opinion. Again, this is all my opinion, to help you improve. And more specifically, these are things that, in my opinion, would help you improve specifically to get into my own personal campaigns, because every DM is different, every DM style is different, and every DM looks for different things from their players, completely different things. So the only thing I can do is tell you what things that I look out for personally when I'm selecting somebody in a campaign for my own campaigns. Hopefully that makes sense. And thank you also for all of the fake auditions too. Like, people who put up auditions not because they, seriously were trying to get in, but people who wanted to audition, but they knew for one reason or another they couldn't, and they were honest about it up front that they couldn't do it, but they still wanted to audition, either A, for the practice, or B, just to help the other players, help the other candidates get some creative juices flowing, which I think is a really admirable reason. I think that this whole process, whenever I do this process every year, it really exemplifies the type of community that you guys have built, because everybody's been so incredibly supportive, and this is you guys at your best, being so supportive, so positive, and so constructive whenever you're giving feedback to each other. It's just amazing, and I definitely look forward to to seeing you guys interact with each other like this every single year. And I look forward to seeing you guys continue building and exemplifying this community throughout the entire year, not just during the Tabletop campaigns. A special thank you to the cast from season 1 who helped me to help interview all of these characters. I got some fantastic feedback. It's something that I thought both the candidates and the viewers and the interviewers had a lot of fun with, and it's definitely something that I will want to continue in the future. Okay, so that's enough talking. Let's get on with the final roster, and these names are being given in no particular order. Okay? Here we go. Mikhail, Mikey, Astra, and the final name is Kiwi. Congratulations, everyone, to the new cast. And until next time, love yourselves and love each other.